Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Amber. So it is getting closer and closer to the most wonderful time of the year, and that is Christmas. So now is the time that makeup companies start releasing Christmas collections. So I just picked up the Too Faced limited edition Christmas in London collection. So I got this from Ulta for $45 and it's valued at $165. So it has 20 eyeshadows, 4 blushes, and a travel sized mascara. So I'm gonna do swatches of everything and then do a tutorial to show you if this is worth it or not to buy as a gift. Or maybe you wanna buy it for yourself. You know what? No judgment there, because you know what? Here's somebody that would probably buy it for themselves too. But hey, you know what? I just did. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell, and then sit on back, relax, have a laugh, and I hope you enjoy this video. So the palette is made of cardboard. So you can see that it is bendable. And then there is no mirror. It has the same exact picture on the inside as it does on the outside. So again, you get 20 eyeshadows and 4 blushes, and the colors look pretty, so we'll see with the swatches. But there's something that is driving me crazy. And that is that these square pans of eyeshadow are a little cockeyed in the square cutout of the cardboard, and a lot of them are shifted. So if you can see this one, you can kind of see how it's tilted a little bit. And it's probably hard to see, but every single one is shifted over a little bit. So there's a tiny little crack that is between the cardboard and the eyeshadow pan. And that's bugging me. It's like when you go to McDonald's and you get a hamburger and the hamburger patty is half on the bun and half off the bun. Okay, there is a bug crawling on my camera right now. Get off. Shoo, shoo. Maybe if I flick it. If I blow it. All right. Blowing it worked. I can continue now. All right, sorry about that. Now back to what is bugging me. That was not intentional. Bugging me, and there was a bug just on my camera, so if you didn't catch that, I'm funny. But anyway, so I can't stand it when you get a hamburger and half of the patty is on the bun and half of it is off. It's just really sloppy. And that's how I feel this is. It's like, come on. This is a high-end brand, and you can't even get your little pans lined up right into the square of the cardboard. So on a positive note, this palette smells amazing. I can smell it right now. It's great. Now, I kept smelling it, trying to figure out what in the world does it smell like. And I finally looked on the back of the box, and it says it smells like English toffee. So the other thing you get in this collection is a trial sized mascara. Now, most of you probably know what this mascara is called, but to my 10-year-old daughter, this is called Better Than Chocolate. That's right, because what is better than chocolate? All right, let's get into some swatching. So first color is Crimbo Vibes. So this color pretty much matches my pale skin tone. All right, next color is Christmas Queen. Next up is Figgy Pudding. And then the last in the row is Tea at the Ritz. All right, that is the first row of colors. All right, now on to the second row. So first color is You Can't Hide. Next color is Tower of Lovin'. That is also a very light shade, so let's try a second layer. All right, third is Seville Bow. No idea if I'm saying that right. Okay, it's a lilac color. It's pretty light. Put another layer over it. All right, next is Butter My Biscuits. All right, there is the second row. Okay, now onto the third row. So the first color is Two-Faced at Carnegie. Oh, come on. I can't see that one either. It's a pretty light pink. All right, next, Piccadilly Thrilly. That's kind of fun to say. So we're about halfway through. Pretty colors, but the pigment are pretty light, so we'll see. But the next color is Boxing Day. Okay, and then the last color, and I can't talk. The last color in the row is Mulled Wine. All right, there is the third row. Okay, fourth row, first color is Abby Snowed. I'm feeling this one's gonna be pretty light too. Sure enough. Let's try doing another layer over it. It's pretty light. All right, next is Baking in the Tent. Okay, that one was pigmented. Next is Press for Champagne. I do not have high hopes for this one either. Yep, I can't see it. Okay, that one's pretty light. And the last one is Father Christmas. All right, there is the fourth row. Okay, last row of the eyeshadows. And the first color is Christmas in the Cotswold. Okay, next color is London, actually. Okay, next up is Last Christmas. That one's kind of light. Let's try a little more. Okay, and then the last color is Spotted Dick. Okay, there is the last row of eyeshadows. Okay, now we are on to the blushes, which will be the last row of the swatching, which is wonderful because my arm is getting tired. So not only is my arm tired, but today I went and visited the college that I went to. So I graduated from college back in 2003. So I wanted to see all the new buildings and all the new stuff they had, but I forgot how much walking there is when you walk around the college campus. So, whew, I'm pooped. But, all right, let's get back to the swatches of the blushes. So the first color is the People's Princess. Okay, next up is Pretty and Punk. Okay, next is Carnaby Sweet. And then lastly is Spice Girl. All right, there are all the blushes. All right, so I got my face washed. I got my concealer on my eye. Let's test it out. So I was not blown away by the swatches, so hopefully it will look better once I get it on my eyes. All right, so first I'm gonna set that concealer with the Crimbo Vibes. All right, so on a fluffy brush, I'm gonna take the color You Can't Hide. So because I work all day, I am doing this look after I got home from work about 6 p.m. Now for my crease, I'm gonna use the color Piccadilly Thrilly. So I had to use that color because I just had to say that name again because it makes me smile. All right, so now I'm using a crease brush, which is more tapered, and we're just gonna plop it there, right in my crease. Now I'm going to use the color Last Christmas, and I'm gonna use it on a flat shader brush, and I'm gonna use it on the outer third of my eye. And of course I have to do green because I'm wearing a green scarf, and you know, Christmas is all about green, so hopefully this turns out good. Oh, it's there, but I want it a little more pigmented, so I'm going to put the product on my brush and then spray it. And we're just gonna pat. So like I said earlier, this palette smells like English toffee, and you can smell it. So when I put this on at 6 p.m. until I went to bed at 1, I could smell it the whole time. So I will say that the swatching was kind of bad. Wasn't too impressed, but I will say now that I'm getting them on my eyes, my impression of them went from there, and it's going up. So it's getting better. Now for the other part of my eye, I'm going to use the color Too Faced at Carnaby. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to get it on my brush, and then I'm gonna spray it. And we're gonna tap it on. Now on a rounded brush, I'm going to take the color Spotted Dick, and we're gonna put that in the corner. Do you guys know what Spotted Dick is? It is a baked pudding. So just curious to see if you guys ever have heard of it. So I made a bit of a boo-boo and did not record the final look of my eyeshadow or me putting on the blush. Here, I think it's not recording, but it really is. And here I'm kind of panicking because the blush came out really dark. So if you ever do go heavy-handed, try taking a translucent powder and try to kind of blend it down. All right, well, we'll call that good. All right, moving on to the mascara. Here is what the wand looks like. So I can already tell you that this mascara, it's not bad. It gives you kind of a natural, nice light eyelashes. So it's not bad. I prefer waterproof, which this is not. And I also prefer very thick lashes. So this doesn't quite do it, but it's still a good mascara if you're looking for that just kind of light looking lashes. Here is what the eyelashes look like. Here is the final look. So here's the eyeshadow, and it turned out better than I thought. So definitely more pigmented once you get it on the eyes. And look at that blush. I used the shade Spice Girl. I love it. So the big question of the day is, should you buy this palette as a gift or for yourself? If you were getting this for somebody that's like me, who maybe, you know, has an itty bitty amount of makeup, you know, they have 50 eyeshadow palettes or 30 bronzers or 40 blushes, you know, just an itty bitty amount, then I would say pass on this palette. While the blush is very pigmented and the eyeshadow is not terrible, it did do a lot better once I got it on my eye. But there is nothing in here that speaks different. So when you have that many blushes, I already have all these colors. When you have, you know, that many eyeshadow palettes, there's nothing in here that is different. I could do the same exact look using everything I already have. So if you were buying it for somebody that has a lot, I would say pass. If you were buying this for somebody that maybe doesn't have any blushes or eyeshadows, then I'd say this would be a good starter palette for them because it has, you know, so many colors that they could work with. So hopefully that helped you out. But thank you for watching this video. And as always, have a blessed day. Remember, Jesus loves you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.